Hi and welcome to the channel. So today we're just going to look at a really good example of the importance of pre-cultivations with spring drilling and some considerations with regard to sowing depth and also thinking about what we're doing, because the drought for 2 years in a row now, when we're putting spring cereal crops in the ground, we're more thinking about today, has really highlighted some issues with not only some of our soils but also some of our management techniques as well. So we're just going to go and have a look in this field here. This field behind me is the better example. So there's all the fields that we're going to have a look at today are second spring wheat. This has been in the ground between 3 and 4 weeks now. It's not had any rain on it at all since it was sown. So yeah, all you see here is what the seed, what energy is in the seed and what moisture was in the ground. It's not had any inputs at all from any rain, or what nitrogen has been applied is still mainly sat on the soil surface. So we're going to have a look underground at what's happening in this first field. Okay, so all these fields were sown with a tine seeder. There weren't a direct drill, but the key thing with the one that we're looking at here is that there was no previous cultivations. So it was overwintered with the sort of volunteer cover crop on it, if you want to call it that, and it will come straight in with a normal tine seeder, sorry. So with seeding depth wise here, just dug down, we're looking just under 4 inches in old money, but 100 mil seeding depth. You can see, just move my trowel out of the way, that some of these plants are nicely up in the row. These are obviously ones that have got a bit more vigour, and there's plenty still to come down as well. Probably some of these maybe just a tad deeper on the sowing depth, just wanting to come through, but I mean they're still pushing through, so this crop is only going to get thicker at this stage. But if I just show you some of the soil that I pulled out from depth, there is that we can still hold a ball if we squeeze together like clay should do. So there's plenty of moisture there to get the seeds growing. Yes, okay, a little bit more in that top layer would be wouldn't go amiss, but more than enough to get a cropping up and away. Okay, so we're in the second field here. The only difference here is the prior cultivations. So this just had a light springtime, a couple of days ahead of the drill because it was slightly wetter, in fairness, this field. Soil texture is pretty much identical to the field the other side of the hedge that we were just in. So literally the only difference is the prior cultivation. Just moving it a day or so, and you can see in the background, if I try and get a comparison of the two up on the screen side by side, the emergence is certainly way behind the field that was direct sown into the spring. So it just shows the importance of retaining moisture. So when we get into the second field and dig down, we can see the effects that the prior cultivations has had. We're maybe just a touch lower before we're finding seed here, so seed maybe a touch shallower, but even so, anything that I've dug out, rather than being able to squeeze together, I'm just flaking it apart. There is zero moisture down there.